Good morning, everyone. It's 7:30 in the morning. Today is Easter Sunday, April 9th. I wish all my viewers a happy Easter to begin with. So yes, I'm at Central Station, as you can see, and today I'm actually going to Canberra to a short trip kind of to celebrate Easter, to spend in Canberra for Easter. What did I say? But yes, so there are many ways from Sydney to travel to Canberra. One way is to fly from Sydney to Canberra. Yes, you can fly domestically from Sydney to Canberra. If you are taking the train, then you would take the Sydney train T8 airport line, as you can see, regardless of going to Macarthur or Revesby. As long as you can see there are the via airport station with the airport logo, that means you're on the right train. And remember, if you are traveling domestically, be sure to get off at domestic airport. Or alternatively, you can take the regional train shown on the right from Sydney to Canberra. Well, from Sydney, you can take regional trains to northwest or northeast part of regional or rural or remote New South Wales, depends on how you define or classify it. Or you can actually take the train to Canberra, although the next train is not going to depart in more than 4.5 hours, which means a few minutes past 12 noon. And the regional trains are on the right over there, see, with the blue and yellow color on it. That is the regional train, partly specifically for trains from Sydney to Canberra. What I'm gonna take, how I'm gonna travel from here, Sydney Central Station at least, to Canberra. It's neither flying domestically nor the regional train from Sydney to Canberra. I'm actually taking the coach. Yes, I'm actually taking the bus from Sydney Canberra Station, Sydney Railway Station here to Canberra Jolimont Centre, and the bus stop is actually on the right, not exit the concourse, but it's actually down the Pitt Street. There are two bus companies which operates buses between Sydney and Canberra. First one is Murrays, MURRAYS. The alternative is Greyhound, GREYHOUND. And I'm actually taking the Murrays, yes, the Murray's coach, Murray's Express from Sydney Canberra Station here to Jolimont Centre. Why I'm that early? Because the bus I'm gonna take will depart down at Pitt Street on the right at 8 a.m. and check-in, yes, you need to check in, begins 30 minutes before departure. So but now I'm at Central Station within 30 minutes of 8 a.m. I'm not sure if you can just walk in and purchase the bus ticket, but I already pre-purchased my bus ticket from Sydney to Canberra online. I got my printed or my electronic ticket on my phone in handy, just in case they might need to check. They will probably check, but anyways, you can take the train to the airport to fly domestically to Canberra. You can also take the regional train, or what I'm going to do here right now is to take the coach operated by Murray's here from Sydney to Canberra. And right now I will head down to Pitt Street on the right, and I will talk about more on this service because I haven't tried that before. I haven't tried to take the bus to travel interstate, such as in this case from New South Wales to the Australian Capital Territory. So I'm really keen to try that out. So for for this around 3.5 hour journey from Sydney Canberra station here to Canberra Jolimont Centre. My seat today is 13D, the last row of the aisle seat. So there are 13 rows of seat, excluding my last row. So that means there are 12 rows of A to D plus 13 C and D. So ideally the maximum capacity on this Murray's coach, Murray's Express, it's 50, 12 times 4 plus 2. So talking about the seat features, you've got two armrests, you've got like a tray table, you can't move it back and forth, and you can't fold it in half. Underneath there is some storage space for you to put some whatever your large or small personal items. There is a leg rest under the seat, so you can stretch your leg further out a bit during this journey. Every seat you get a USB port. I tried to plug in my one on the right, but it does not work. I mean, it's not charging for some reason, so I will use the one on the left. It works. So for this Murray's coach, or most of the Murray's coach, Murray's Express, you got free complimentary Wi-Fi. You just need to type in the password Go Murray's. It's spelled, well, you can see it. Then you should be able to use the Wi-Fi. And here, not sure if you can see, it's actually the toilet, because for this 3.5 hour journey, I'm not sure if there is some mid stops for a toilet break or so. I don't think so, as far as I know, but just in case people need to use the toilet, it's located at the back end of the bus, so which kind of explains why there is no 13A and B, but there is a 13 C and D. So I will try to log on the Wi-Fi. Well, I haven't logged on, but I'll try to log on the Wi-Fi to see if the speed is reliable or not. And as you can see, obviously it's not full yet, because the time now is 7:46, which is 14 minutes past 8 to the departure, and passengers are continuously, I mean not much, but boarding the bus. So I will sit back, enjoy and relax to receive, I mean, this Murray's coach, Murray Express service from Sydney Central Station to Canberra Jolimont Centre, the state capital of New South Wales, to that of the Australian Capital Territory on today, Easter Sunday, April 9th. So it's now 25 minutes past 8 in the morning, and we have just left Sydney International Airport, Terminal 1. Yes, Sydney International Airport, Terminal 1. You might ask why on this Murray's coach, Murray's Express between Sydney Central Station and Canberra Jolimont Centre, because there is a mid-stop, not like a toilet break, but actual pick-off stop between Sydney Canberra Station and Sydney Railway Station and Canberra Jolimont Centre, and it's actually Sydney International Airport Terminal 1. For this stop, you would need to it's compulsory to pre-purchase your ticket online, because there's no ticketing office for Murray's coach, Murray's Express at Sydney Depot. You need to purchase online, otherwise you can't board the bus also. So you might wonder, how about Sydney domestic airport, like terminals 2 or 3? Well, unfortunately, Murray's coach or like Murray's Express no longer stops at Sydney domestic airport. So if you are like traveling domestically to Canberra and you want to catch the Murray's coach or Murray's Express, you will need to make your own way from Sydney domestic airport to Sydney International Airport at arrivals area downstairs. Then you would catch the Murray's coach here from Sydney Central Station. After this stop, Sydney International Airport Terminal 1. Then now we are continuing on our way to Canberra Jolimont Centre. Right, and it's 7 minutes past 11. We have already crossed the New South Wales Australian Capital Territory border. We are now officially in Australian Capital Territory for our final journey to Canberra Jolimont Centre. Let's conclude this Murray's coach express from Sydney Central Station to Canberra Jolimont Centre right here, right now. So it's easy to locate where to board the coach. It's just down the station. Take the escalator down and then turn left to Pitt Street. Then you'll locate the Murray's coach or express. As long as you have your ticket ready, the driver will scan your ticket, and then you are more than welcome to hop on the coach or the bus. If you have large items like luggage, you can store underneath the bus, although I do not, so I just hop on the coach directly. My seat is on the very last row, also window seat, which is a privilege because I can witness, I can see clearly the border sign of Australian Capital Territory to mark the significance of we've already crossed the border, about to arrive in Canberra. Talking about the seat features, I forgot to mention there is also two coke on every under the handrail, and the leg room is like sufficient enough for you to stretch a bit, as long as with the footrests as well. The USB port is also stable connection with, keep on like charging your phone as well, although one of the USB port is not working, so does the Wi-Fi as well. It does not connect automatically, but it does work like around midway through the journey. I'm not sure if the coach is full or not. Well, it's actually not full because no one occupies on my neighbouring seat, 13C, which is an aisle seat. But I do observe there are several passengers use the toilet during this 3.5 around our journey to Canberra. But thankfully the weather is really good today. As you can see, the road traffic is also quite favourable as well, which I believe will arrive on time in around 20 minutes time. So good weather, good traffic, good way to start, or depends on where you live, to end your journey. So it's my first time to take the bus to travel interstate. That's an interesting way, or it's actually even like a better way, because bus destination Canberra Jolimont Centre, it's already at Canberra CBD, whereas if you fly to Canberra, like Canberra Airport, or if you take the train, Canberra Railway Station, you will need to make your own way, probably bus from airport or railway station to Canberra City Centre CBD. But one of the main advantages of the bus Murray's is that Canberra Jolimont Centre, it it's already at CBD. That's why I take the bus. So that's a wrap for this trip report. The Murray's coach from Sydney Central Station to Canberra Jolimont Centre on today, Easter Sunday, April 9th. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video by not only giving a like, but also to subscribe to this channel and follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter, so you guys won't miss out my content, especially how I spend here in Canberra. Last but not least, happy Easter. Enjoy Easter Sunday.